All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division, and we are going to talk about Floyd Mayweather Jr. and a prediction Floyd Mayweather Jr. had made, and also one that was made by Mayweather Promotions about Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, one of which has come true, and the other one just might come true. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to talk about the biggest fight that has been made in boxing, and that is the Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight, where we are going to take a step back in time because there's a lot of people on the internet talking about it, and that is a prediction that was made by Floyd Mayweather Jr. about the fight, but also, to add a little something to it, a prediction that was made by Leonard Ellerbe, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, about Gervonta Davis, that I think has already come true. One may come true. The other one I think has come true. But before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. This is a channel where we have adults that like boxing and have been into boxing for a very long time. Definitely encourage you guys to leave a comment and communicate in the comment section. I do reply to comments. Also, if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, triple thank you for your continued support of the channel, especially in the super thanks and in the live streams that we do. Thank you guys. But let's get into this because we are not too far out from this fight between Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, a fight for a non-title fight at 136 pounds, which should be one of the biggest fights to take place ever in the sport of boxing. There is Leonard Ellerbe, who's the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, has already come out and said that they expect this fight I think he said 1 billion%. 1 billion% to be a top 10 all-time gate. And that means he believes the gate is going to be somewhere over 14 million and probably less than the 72 million that Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao brought in, but still absolutely huge fight. Now, two predictions were made for this fight. One was by Floyd Mayweather Jr., who said this a while ago, but said when Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight, and he told this to Oscar De La Hoya, that Gervonta Davis is going to put Ryan Garcia to sleep for a week. Now, I've been watching a lot of boxing lately, and I'm telling you, I don't care how long you've been watching. If you watch a couple fights a day and you're watching it for specific purposes, you'll start noticing things that you didn't see in those same things before, in those same fights before. And I'm telling you, most of these really big fights with fighters that are really top level, they do not end in knockouts. Some of them do now, but the type of knockouts that you have a lot of times are the ones that happen in the 9th round, the 10th round, the 11th round, and are really a result of wear and tear on one fighter over the course of a fight versus just landing one real big shot and knocking a dude out. Not saying that those one-shot knockouts don't happen, especially when you have guys that are real specialists with their power, like Deontay Wilder. Gervonta Davis has done that several times. But most times when you get two evenly matched fighters or close to evenly matched fighters, it's a give and take throughout the entire fight. It's one guy landing punches, the other guy lands punches. It's just about, like, if you got a really big puncher, right? A big puncher can be neutralized, not just by slick defense, but by somebody that can take a punch, or somebody that knows and sees that punch coming and can prepare for that punch. But in almost no scenarios do these fights take place where people don't land shots. So you can pretty much count on Ryan Garcia getting a few big ones landing on him, and it very well may wind up being exactly what what Floyd Mayweather Jr. had said to Oscar De La Hoya. Now, the prediction that definitely came true, though, is something that Leonard Ellerbe said. And he said, look, and he's been telling you this for a while, that Gervonta Davis is going to be the biggest star in boxing. He said, mark my words, Gervonta Davis is going to be the biggest star in boxing. If Gervonta Davis gets by Ryan Garcia, that I think is an absolute lock, especially the way that you see at the same time that you have the Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia fight up. And being made. You also had a fight between Canelo Alvarez and John Ryder announced for May 6th in Jalisco, Mexico. Do you hear any kind of conversations about Canelo Alvarez and John Ryder and their fight that they have going on in Jalisco, Mexico? No, you do not. Absolutely no buzz about that fight, no interest in that fight. And I'm telling you, if Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia had decided to have their fight on May 6th instead of April 22nd, I would not be surprised at all if that fight between Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia wouldn't completely overshadow Canelo Alvarez. And honestly, man, I think if those guys, if for some reason they decide to have a rematch, if they did it on September 16th, which is the other really big fight date in boxing, I wouldn't be surprised at all if that really did kind of take over and overshadow the next Canelo Alvarez fight, even if it is a rematch with Dimitri Bivol, because some people will say, well, the fight taking place with John Ryder is just not that great of an opponent. But I'm telling you, man, it's just there's not that much buzz for Canelo Alvarez. You cannot just sit on top of your throne and do nothing about it and not give anybody anything that they want to see and continue to have a fan base grow or maintain your fan base. And that's what, I think Canelo Alvarez's actions have led a lot to the ascension of Gervonta Davis in that way. Also, I know that there's a lot of people out there that don't like some people don't like what I have to say about Terrence Crawford and what he did with Errol Spence Jr. But there's also that aspect of it in the fact that, Errol Spence Jr. was not able to fight Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford won't put it on the line against him. So pretty much Gervonta Davis first of all, he's been selling out all over the place. He's an exciting fighter. His fights are fun to watch. They've obviously done a terrific job of promoting him over both HBO, Mayweather Promotions, and himself have done a really good job promoting him, throughout his career. But, he also is kind of benefiting from the fact that some of the other big names just didn't step up to the plate. There's also a guy who had an opportunity to really do that as well. And that's Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury, but he didn't win the fight. So I guess, the only caveat to that with Ryan Garcia is the same, kind of issue that Deontay Wilder ran into, is that he has to beat Ryan Garcia to really bring that to fruition. But in any case, man, you guys can say what you want to say about those guys over there at Mayweather Promotions and the PBC. Those guys know what they're doing, are predicting what's going to happen, and are working towards making that prediction reality. And up until this point, man, are really hitting home with that. So anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.